Assalamu alaikum. Today we are solving Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper Code 0580 Chapter 6 9 past paper from 2017 to 2023. But before that, I would like to say that all the revenue generated for the first 6 months from this video will be donated to Palestine, inshallah. So please support our channel to support this cause. Question 9 says Part A is the point 1, 5 and B is the point 3, 9 and M is the midpoint of AB. Find the coordinates of M. So, a line is given of AB point where A is 1 over 5 and B is 3 over 9. So, what we have to do, we have to calculate the coordinates of the midpoint. Let's say that this is the midpoint. We have to calculate the values, and for that we have a formula which is midpoints x comma y is equals to x1 plus x2 over 2 comma y1 plus y2 over 2. Here the values a, this is our x1, and the 5, this is our y1, and for b 3 over 3 comma 9, 3 is our x2 and 9 is our y2. The values in the formula, x1 is 1, x2 is 3 over 2, y1 is 5, y2 is 9 over 2. So this is 4 over 2 and this is 14 over 2. 2 into 7 is 14. 2 into 2 is 4. So 2 and 7 are the midpoint coordinates of M. 2, 7. Find the equation that is perpendicular to AB and passes through M. Give your answer in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. Now, for that, we have to know the value of the slope and the c coefficient. For that, what we are gonna do, we apply a condition for slope which is m1 and m, which is perpendicular line slope, is equals to negative of 1. This is used when the two lines are perpendicular to each other. So it says that the line is perpendicular to AB. The AB slope, we haven't calculated the AB slope yet. So first we have to calculate the AB slope. So the slope AB is equals to, formula of slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Solve it furthermore, put the values. Y2 is 9, y1 is 5, x2 is 3, x1 is 1. 4 over 2. 2 into 2 is 4. So the slope of MAB is 2. In order to calculate the perpendicular line, we have to put the M1, which is 2, and this is perpendicular is equals to, perpendicular so is equal to negative of 1. Divide both sides by 2. M perpendicular line is equals to negative of 1 over 2. Now we calculated the slope. Now for the C, y is equals to mx plus c. Now what we are going to put in the position of y and x, since the perpendicular line is passes through the m, so we can put the m point which we just calculated right here, which is 2, 7. So 2 is our x, y 7 is our y. 7 is equals to m we just calculated, which is negative of half right here, and x is 2 plus c. Now 2 into 2 this 2 and this 2 will cancel out each other, and 7 is equals to negative of 1 plus c. Add both sides 1. 8 is equals to c. We calculated the c, we calculated the m. Simply put in the line equation, which is given y is equals to m x plus c, which is 8. This is our line equation. In the part B, the position vector of P is negative 2, 3, and the position vector of Q is negative 2, 5. This is written, this is also can be right in negative of 2, 3 and negative of 2, 5. But since it is given in the vector form, we will stay in this form and calculate the vector PQ. So what is vector PQ? It is the distance of Q minus P. Q is given, P is given, we can simply calculate. PQ is equals to Q minus P. Negative of 2. So this is a simplified form. Now negative of 2. So this 2 is in the negative. Now what we are gonna have to do? Negative, negative, positive, and 5 minus 3 will become 2. So negative 2, positive 2 will become 0. So it is 0 over 2. This is the vector PQ 0 over 0, 2, or we can say 0, 2. Now for the R is the point such that PR is equal to 3PQ. We just calculated the PQ. What we gonna have to do? We just put the PQ value here and multiply it with the 3. So PR is equal to 302. 3 multiply with both. So PR is equal to 3 into 0 is 0 and 3 into 2 is 6. This is 6. Now for the PR again, PR is simply R vector minus P vector. We have to calculate the R, arrange it on the R, and PR is already here. We just calculated. Now R will become subtract both add both sides P vector. Now simply just add PR, we just calculated 0, 6, and P is right here in the question, negative 2, 3. Negative 2, 3. It will give us a negative, positive, negative, and 6 plus 3 will be 9. Negative 2, 9. This is the vector form of vector R. So in part C, OT is P and OU is U. This is our OT and this is our OU, which is P and U, and UY is equals to 2YT, and we have to find the OY distance in term of T, and you give your answer in the simplest form. Now for that, OY, which is this distance we have to calculate, which will be the sum of OT plus TY. This is our OT and this is our TY. So it is the resultant, or we can say, and the sum of this and this will become OY. Now for the OT, OT is given as the small t right here, and for the TY, now in order to calculate the TY, we can say that the TY is half of U, this line, and half of T, which is this line. By simplifying, we can say that Ty is 1 over 3 U minus T. In order to get the Ty, we have to subtract the U part from the T, which is 1/3 of the Ty. Now T plus U over 3 negative of 3 negative of T over 3. Solve it furthermore. The T negative of T over 3 plus U over 3. 3 into 3 is, this will become negative of 2 over 3 T plus U over 3. So it will be a positive of 2 over 3 plus U over 3, or we can say that 2 over 3T plus 1 over 3U. This is our OY answer in the simplest form. Now in the second part, Z is on OT and YZ is parallel to UO, and find OZ in terms of T, and in terms of U, give your answer in the simplest form. Now the OZ which we have to find will become is equals to OY plus YZ. Since it is parallel to UO, this part it is parallel to OZ. Now the OY here is 1/3 of T, and the YZ is 1/3 of this U. And this is the part we have to calculate. So this is become 2 over 3T, and this is the rest is 1 over 3T. So this is our given YZ point, which is YZ and OY. OY is 2 over 3T and YZ is 1 over 3U. Put the values. OY is 2 over 3T plus YZ is 1 over 3U. Solve it further. And this whole equation will be subtracted with negative of 1 over 3U, which we just not have to include in the distance OZ. So 2 over 3T plus 1 over 3U, negative of 1 over 3U This u and positive and negative will cancel out each other. We will left with only 2 over 3t, which is the distance of OZ, which we calculated. Now in the question 10, a line joins point F, which is 3, 2 and point G, which is negative of 4, negative of 5, 4. Calculate the length of line. We know the distance formula, which is Fg is equals to x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1. So this is our x1 comma y1 and this is our x2 comma y2. This is our x2 and this is our x1 and this is 4 our y2 and this is 2 our y1. When we solve it furthermore, negative 5 negative of 8 will give negative of 5 negative of 3 will give negative of 8 square plus 4 minus 2 is 2 square. 8 square is 64 and the 2 square is 4, which will give you under root of 68 and this is our answer. If we take under root 8.25, this is our answer. For part B, find the equation perpendicular to the bisector line in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. First, in order to calculate the y is equals to mx plus c, first we have to know the value of m. We can simply calculate the value of m by the given points x and g when we put the slope formula, which is again m is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is equals to 4 and negative of 2 over negative of 5 negative of 3. This is the value of y2 y1 x2 x1. When we simplify it furthermore, we will left with negative of 1 over 4 is our value of m1. In order to calculate the m2, we can just simply reciprocal the value of m1 and change their sign, or we can apply the formula m1 and perpendicular line is equals to negative of 1. m1 is our negative of 1 over 4. M slope is equals to negative of 1. Multiply both sides with 4 and multiply both sides with negative. We will left with m slope is equals to 4. Now this is the value of line perpendicular to the A FG. Now what we're gonna have to do, we have to calculate the value of C and we have to know the value of the 2 points which are bisecting the line. In order to get the 2 points, we can simply apply the midpoint formula. If this is the line F and G and this midpoint and this is the another line which is bisecting the line GF, this is the midpoint. We have to calculate the midpoint. The formula of midpoint is given right here. Midpoint is equals to x comma y, which is equals to x1 plus 5 plus x2 over 2 comma y1 plus y2 over 2. Solve it furthermore. C and the negative of 5, positive negative negative and 2 plus 4 over 2. This will give you the value of negative of 2 over 2 and comma 6 over 2. 2 2 1 2 and 2 3:6. So it will become negative of 1, comma 3. In order to calculate the C, use the formula y is equals to mx plus c. We know the 2 points. Y is here 3 and we just calculated 4. X is here negative of 1 plus c. 3 is equal to negative of 4 plus c. Add both sides with 4. 7. This is the value of c. Simply get our line equation, which is y is equals to slope is 4x plus 7. This is our line equation, which is perpendicular bisector of G and F. For the part C, a point H lies on the xy axis such that the distance G H is 13 units, and find the coordinates of two possible positions of H. For the two possible positions, the answer will be 2. Now, for that, we have to calculate the distance formula, which is 13 is equals to x2 minus, so this is 13 is gh, the value of g is given negative of 5 comma 4, g negative of 5 comma 4, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Now x2 and y2 we have to calculate. 13 is equals to x2 minus x1 is negative of 5 square plus y2 we have to calculate minus y1, which is 4 square. Since the line is lies on the y-axis right here somewhere, on the y-axis the x part will become 0, so x is equals to 0, so x2 will also become 0. Negative negative positive, positive of 5 square will be 25 plus y2 square minus 4 y2 plus 16. This is the formula of, we just use the formula of a plus b square is equals to a square plus, sorry, a minus b whole square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now solve it furthermore and it will give you the value of, so this is 8, 2 into 4 into y2 is 8 y2. Now if we take square on both sides, we will left with 169 is equals to 25 plus y2 square negative of 8y2 plus 16. Solve it furthermore and we will left with y2 square negative of 8y2 negative of 128 is equals to 0. Now if we use the middle term break formula, which is 8, if we break it into the form of y square here, um, y square 2 minus 16y2 add 8y to negative of 1 over 1 to 8. So if we multiply 16 into 8, it will give you 128, which is our coefficient C, which is correct. And if we subtract negative of 16 plus 8, it will give the value of negative of 8, which is also correct for the our coefficient of our linear y. So we can break it, take y common, y2 is equals to y plus 8, and if we take 8 common, we will left with y2 negative of, apologies, this is our, if we take the common y and 16 will be left. For 8, if we take the 8 common, y2 16 would be left. This is how we break the middle term. Now we have the two values of y2. First is y2 plus 8 is equals to 0, and second is y2 minus 16 is equals to 0. This is the first value of y. Subtract both sides with negative of 8. Um, so, add both sides 16. So first value is our negative of it, and second value is 16. And since the question says that the h lies on the y-axis, the x will remain 0 on the both points. So here x is 0, here x is 0. When we calculated the y value is negative of 8, when we calculated it 16. So this is our the two possible answers of h. Part A has coordinates negative 2, 7, B has coordinate 1, negative 5, C has coordinates 5, 4. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of line AB in part 1. Suppose this is our line AB, a straight line. AB, point A is negative 2, 7, B is 1, negative 5. Midpoint formula equation is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. This is our x1, this is our y1, this is our x2, this is our y2 for A and B. Put the values, x1 is negative 2, x2 is positive 1 over 2, y1 is negative y1 is positive 7, and y2 is negative of 5 over 2. Solve it furthermore. Negative 2 plus 1, negative 1 over 2, 7 minus plus minus, 7 minus 5, 2 over 2 will become 1, and this is negative 0.5, 1. So negative 0.5 or negative half, y is 1. This is our midpoint of AB. For the part 2, find AC. The AC is line distance formula, and since the answer it is required is in this vector form, we simply add the two vectors A and C together to get the value. AC is equals to, first write the value of A and C. So C is right here 4, 5, 4, and 5, 4 right here, and A is right here negative 2, 7, negative 2, 7. Now for the AC, C is it will become x2 minus x1 plus comma y2 minus y1. For the x2 value, the distance is right here 4. Sorry, for the x2 is right here 5 minus negative of 2 right here, comma y2 is here 4 minus y1 7. Solve it furthermore. Negative negative positive, 5 plus 2 7, comma 4 minus 7 3. So in the vector form 7 3 is given the distance AC. Now for the magnitude of AC line in the simple form, right here we apply the simple line distance formula. AC x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Put the values of x2 and x1. x2 is 5 minus x1 is negative of 2 whole square plus y2 is 4 minus y1 is 7 square to the whole under root 7 square plus 3 square 49 plus 9 square, and it will give you a value of 7.615 something. This is our answer of the magnitude of AC line. Now in the part 4, find the equation of line AB. Give your answer in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, which is the basic line equation form. What we are gonna do? Simply calculate the slope. This is our first part. This is our second part to calculate the c, and then put the both values in this formula to get the form y is equal to mx plus c. For m, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. A is right here negative 2 comma 7, negative 2 comma 7, and b is here 1 comma negative 5, 1 comma negative 5. Put the values. Y2 is negative 5, y1 is 7, x2 is 1, x1 is negative of 2. It will become negative of 12, and it will become negative negative positive. 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, and the slope will become negative of 4. In order to calculate the c, put any of a or b point in the equation y is equal to mx plus c, y is equal to mx plus c. We just calculated the m, and x and y is given. If we choose the value of b, y is equal to negative of 5 is equal to m is negative of 4, x is 1 plus c, the x and y from b. Negative of 5, if we add both sides 4, this 4 and negative positive will cancel out each other, and c will left on the right hand side only. Negative of 1 is our c. Just put the values. M we just calculated, y is equals to m x plus of c, which is negative of 1. This is our simple line equation of AB. So in part 5, find the equation of line perpendicular to AB passes through the point C. So the point C is 5, 4, which is already given in the question. Now a line which is perpendicular to AB. To find the perpendicular, we have the formula m1 m perpendicular is equals to negative of 1. M1 we calculated, which was negative of 4 is equals to negative of 1. Divide both sides by negative of 4. 1 over 4 of positive. This is our slope of the perpendicular line. Now what we're gonna do, we have to put the value of 5, 4 in the equation. Y is equals to mx plus c. Y is our 4, m is our 1 over 4, and x is 5 plus c 4, 5 over 4 plus c. Subtract both sides with 5 over 4. 4 into 4 is 16 minus 5 over 4 is equals to c. Now 11 over 4 is equals to c. Put the values. Y is equals to m, which is 1 over 4 x plus 11 over c. This is our perpendicular line equation to AB and passes through the point C. 11 over 4 now. In part B, the graph of y plus 5x is equals to 8 and y is equals to 2x square plus 6x minus 13 intersects at the point P and Q. Find the coordinates of P and Q. Coordinates and coordinates of Q show all your working. So here 2 points here will be calculated because it is a quadratic equation, and when quadratic equation involved, it gives you the two values of the given x, and when the two values of x is given, the two values of y is also calculated. So first arrange both equation on y. Second equation is already arranged on y. Arrange first equation, subtract both sides with negative of 5x. Equation 2, 2x square plus 6x minus 13. Compare both equations. 8 minus 5x is equals to 2 x square plus 6x minus 13. If we add both sides 5x, it will become 11x. If we subtract both sides with 8, it will become negative of 21. Now what, and this will become 0. Now what we're gonna do, we apply the middle term break formula. For that, this coefficient of x square coefficient multiply with the c, which is 21. 2 into 21, it is 41. So by multiplying of two numbers, two values of x, it should give 41, and by adding or subtracting, it should give the linear coefficient of x, which is 11. So 14 minus 3 is 11, and 14 into 3 is 42. So we can choose the 14 and 3 to break the middle term. 2x square plus 14x minus 3x minus 21 is equals to 0. Taking 2x common, x plus 7 into 2 is 14 minus 3 common, x 7 into 3 is 21 is equals to 0. So 2x minus 3 is equals to 0 and x plus 7 is equals to 0. So 2x will become, add both sides with 3, subtract both sides with 7. x will become 3 over 2, and here x is equal to negative of 7. Now put these two x equations in the any given equation of x. We should use the first equation because it is linear equation, and we can simply calculate the value of x. Y is equal to 8 minus 4 first x1, which is 3 over 2. Y1 gives the value of 8 minus 5 into 3 is 15 over 2. Solve it furthermore, it will give you the value of 8 minus 15 over 2, 1 over 2. 1 over 2, and for the y2, put the second x value, which is negative of 7. 8 negative negative positive, 5 and 7 into 5 is 35, and it gives the value of 43. So first value of x is 3 over 2, 3 over 2, and second value of x is negative of 7. First value of y is half. Second value of y is 43. So these are the points P and Q. Now in question number 12, AB is a line with midpoint M, and A is the point 2, 3, and midpoint is the point 12, 7. First, find the coordinate of B. Now here we don't have to calculate the midpoint, we have to calculate the point B, which will become x2 and y2. So we have to calculate here. This is the middle term formula, midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. We have to calculate the x2, y2. Simply putting the values of the x midpoint and y midpoint, we can calculate the x2, y2. Compare separately. So what is our value of midpoint x? Here 12 is equals to x1 is here 2 plus x2 over 2, comma for y1 midpoint is 7 is equals to y1, which is here x1 y1 3 plus y2 is, we have to calculate over 2. 2 into 12, if we multiply both sides with 2, 24 is equals to 2 plus x square. Here multiply both sides with 7, 14 is equals to 3 plus y square. Subtract both sides with 2, 22 is equals to x 2, comma, subtract both sides with 3, 11 is equals to y2. So 22, y is our point B, which is x2, y2. So the perpendicular equation of bisectors AB is 2y plus 5x is equal to 74. Now this is the line equation. 2y, or we can say 2y is equals to 7. Subtract both sides with 5x plus 74. Now first we have to calculate the slope of the line AB. The slope of AB is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 of slope AB. Now y2 is, we just calculated here 11. y1 is here a3, and the x2 is 22, which we just calculated, and x1 is here 2. By calculating the midpoint 2 over 5, in order to calculate for the perpendicular line m1, m perpendicular is equals to negative of 1, m1 is 2 over 5, m slope is equals to negative of 1. Divide and multiply both sides with um, 2 and 5, slope will become 5 over 2 of negative. This is our slope. This is our slope of the perpendicular line. In order to calculate the C, since we are calculating bisectors of AB, suppose this is our AB and a line of bisector which we are calculating. So the midpoint of AB is also the midpoint of BD which we are calculating. So we can use the midpoint points to get our equation. So the midpoints are here 11 over 2, 12 over 7. 12 over 7, we select the point. We select the slope which we just calculated. Negative of 5 over 2. Put in the line equation y is equals to mx plus c. Calculate the value of c which is 37. Put it into the line equation. Y is equals to mx plus c. This is our value of m. This is our x, and plus 37. Arrange it furthermore. Multiply both sides with 2, and we will left with 2y plus 5x negative of 74 is equals to 0, or 2y is equals to negative of 5x positive of 74. This is our line equation which we have to calculate. Now what they are saying, the perpendicular bisector of AB to the point N. The point N has coordinates 2, n. We have just calculated the value of line which is perpendicular to AB, which is 2y is equals to negative of 5x plus 74. We just have to put the value of coordinates of n. N coordinates is 2, 9, 2, n. So y is our n, x is our 2, and 74 as it is. By simplifying it further, and 2n is equals to negative of 10 plus 74. 2n is equals to um, 34, and n is equals to, sorry, 64, and n is equals to 32, which is our answer of n. Now point A, M and n form a triangle. Find the area of a triangle. So triangle, since all points A, M and N which is given are positive, this is our N value, and the 2 is already given in right here, and the M midpoint is also given in the question right here, and A is also given. They are forming a triangle and all the points are positive, so it is in the first quadrant. Now what we are gonna do, use the line distance formula to calculate the each side. We need only two sides, so two sides will be enough to calculate the area of a triangle, because the area formula is half with multiply by height or breadth. So first, for the first point, use the line distance formula, which is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Simplify x2 is suppose we are calculating from here where the n value is 2 comma 32 and the a value is 2 comma 3. For x, put the values. This is our point n, a, n and a. 0 square plus 29 square. 29 square will be 841, and again if we take under it will become 29 again. So first point we calculated is 29. With the same formula we calculate the points of this part, which is a 2 comma 3 and m is 12 comma 7. Applying the distance formula, calculate the distance 10. Put it in the formula, which is half width multiplied by height. It will give you the value of 145. This is our answer, 145. Area is the triangle making point A, M and N. So in question 13, it is said in the square ABCD, A coordinates -2, 1, B coordinates 1, 5 and C coordinates 1, A, B, where A, B both are in positive integers. Find the coordinates of C and D. And we can use the grids, the boxes. First calculate where the point A lies and where the point B lies, which is given. For A, -2, 1, -2, 1, A is here, -2, 1. For B, 1, 5, this is our 1 and this is our 5. This is our B, which is 1, 5. Now what does it mean that you can use the grid? That means we can calculate the points like there are two small boxes is making 1 unit. So calculate the units from the distance of A and B to the distance now. 1 unit, 2 unit and 3 unit and 4 unit. Move. Now calculate these units. This is Y, and for the X, 1 unit, 2 unit and 3 unit, and for X is 3 and for Y is 4. Now what we're gonna do? Shift the units. For the x-axis it is now 4. For the C, because we will move to the right side, because right hand side, because A and B both are in positive. C values A, B both are positive integers. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4. Now for the y-axis, calculate 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So C point become 5, 2. This is the point C. Now again shift the units. Now Y will be count as 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, and for the X it will come 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So here is the point N. The D is positive 2, negative 2. This is the value of D, and we can see that a square, or we can say a rhombus, is created if we from here to here. and from here to here, cross the diagonals of the boxes, and this is our rhombus is given. We can put the values of C which we calculated 5, 2 right here, and D 2, -2, 2, -2. Now for the midpoints, P has coordinates -1, 3 and Q has 6, 4. Now for the midpoint formula, M is equals to x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. This is our x1, y1. This is our x2, y2. Again, x1 is -1 plus x2 is 6 over 2, y1 is 3 and the y2 is 4 over 2. Solve it furthermore. 5 over 2, 7 over 2. So this is our midpoint of PQ, 5 over 2 and 7 over 2. It will become 3.5. This will become 2.5. Find the length of PQ. The length formula is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. With the values of x2 and x1. x2 is 6 minus x1 is -1 whole square plus y2 is 4 minus y1 is 3 whole square, negative positive, 6 plus 1 7 square plus 1 square 49 plus 1, it will be something 7 point something, which is 7.071. Now for the gradient, what mean by gradient? Gradient means slope. The formula is slope, we know. M is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 is 3, y2 is 4, y1 is 3, x2 is 6 and x1 is negative of 1. Solve it furthermore. 1 over 7, this is our slope and this is our gradient. Find the equation of line parallel to PQ that crosses the x-axis at, since they are talking about intersection of line X, which means from this point where the X is intercept lines, Y will become 0. So in the equation, Y is equals to mx plus c. We have to calculate the value of c. M is already known, which is we calculated right here 1 over 7. Now, and the x is given, which is constant 2. Y is 0. M is 1 over 7. X is 2 plus c. 0 is equals to 2 over 7 plus c. If we subtract both sides by 2 over 7, c will become negative of 2 over 7. This is the value of c. Y is equals to mx plus c. So y is equals to m, we already know, 1 over 7 x plus c is negative of 2 over 7. So this is our line equation. 1 over 7x negative of 2 over 7. Or we can say that if we multiply both sides with 7, 1 over sorry, if we multiply x minus 2 is equals to 7y. So in part A of 14, a graph is given, and it says that put a ring around the word which correctly identifies the type of function. So the function is cubic because the line is cutting the x intersecting x axis 3 times. So x is intercepting 3 times x1, x2 and here is x3. So it is a cubic equation with a x to the power cubic involved in the function. Now for the part B, on the diagram sketch the graph y is equals to 1 over x where x cannot be 0, and for that we have to put the values of x which is greater than 0 or less than 0. So on y is equals to 1 over 2x, x1 will give you 1 over 2, x2 if you put 2 it will give you 1 over 4, if we put 3 it will give you 1 over 6. For the negative values, if we for y is equals to 1 over 2x, for negative 1 of x, this is all x values. For negative 1 of x, it will give you negative of half. Negative of 2, it will give you negative of 1 over 4. And for negative of 3, will give you negative of 1 over 6. If we solve it furthermore, it is negative of 0.5, negative of 0.25 and negative of 0.16. Again 0.5, 0.25, 0.16. Now I already put these points of the y in the y-axis here, here and here given. Now what we're gonna do, we have to plot the value of x in 1 here and the x2. On x2 it will give you the value of write something here, and when the graph is completed it will give you plot the values of x1, 2, 3 and negative 1, 2, 3. It will give you a value of here's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, a graph something like that. Now for the part 2, solve the equation. So multiply both sides with 2x. It will give you 1 is equals to 2x square. In order to calculate the value of x, divide both sides with 2, 1 over 2. Take under root on both sides. It will give you a positive and negative value of the answer. First positive, second negative. These are the two values of x. For the C part, on the diagram, sketch the graph of y is equals to sin x, where x is greater than greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 360. So here in the center 90 we can also add 90, and here in the center we can also add 370. Sin 0 will give you 0, sin 90 will give you 1, sin 270 will give you negative of 1, sin 360 will give you 0. 90 will 0, On sine 0, it will give you 0 right here. On 90, it will give you 1. On 180, it will again give you sine 180 is again 0 right here. On 270, it will give you negative of 1 right here. And on 360, it will again give you 0. Just form the points. This is our sine graph. And we just have to sketch it now for the equation in which the x is greater than equal to 0 and lesser than equal to 360. Simply just subtract both sides with 1. Divide both sides 3. Taking inverse on both sides. And we will left with the value of sine inverse negative 1 over 3 is 19.47. For the second angle, we have to add 180 to it. 180 plus. Since we are calculating the second angle, we will ignore the negative sign and it will give you the value of 199.47 for the first. For the second x, what we're gonna have to do, we have to subtract this value from 360. 19.47, it will give you 340.53. These are the two x value from the equation 3 sin x plus 1 is equals to 0. Now in question 15, m has coordinates 4, 1 and n has coordinates negative 2, negative 7. Find the length of mn. For that, length mn is equals to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. This is x1 y1, x2 y2. The x2 is negative 2, the x1 is 4 square plus y2 is negative of 7, y1 is 1. If we solve it furthermore, negative of 6 square plus negative of 8 square 36 under root plus 64, and it will give you the value of 100, which is 10. For gradient, which means slope, use the formula slope is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is negative 7, y1 is 1, x2 is negative 2, y2 is x1 is 4. Negative of 8 over negative of 6. 2 into 3 is 6, 2 into 4 is 8. Negative negative cancel, 4 over 3 is our slope. Gradient. Find the equation of perpendicular bisectors of mn. For perpendicular bisectors, slope 1, slope perpendicular is equals to negative of 1, 4 over 3, perpendicular is equals to negative of 1. Multiply both sides with 3, divide both sides with 4, we will left with of negative. This is our slope. What we're gonna have to calculate, we have to calculate the C. In order to calculate the C, we have to given the 2 points which will be the midpoints of the line MN. Did we calculate the midpoint? No, we didn't. We have to calculate the midpoint. In order to calculate the value of C, midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 over 2 comma y1 plus y2 over 2 4 minus 2 over 2 1 minus 7 over 2. Solve it furthermore. 2 over 2 comma negative of 6 over 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 2, 2 into 1 is 2. It will give you the value of midpoint 1 comma 3 which 1 comma negative 3 which we have to put in the equation. Y is equals to mx plus c. Y is negative 3. M is negative 3 over 4. X is 1 plus c. If we now solve it further, negative 3 is equals to 3 over 4 plus c. Subtract both sides with 3 over 4. Now this is our value of C. We just calculated. Put it in the equation. Y is equals to m right here. Negative 3 over 4 x plus which is negative of C is negative of 9 over 4. This is the equation of line which is perpendicular bisector of MN. Now in question 16, a graph is given. O is the origin 0, 0. A is the point 8, 1. B is the point 2, 5. Now write a column vectors OB which means B minus O. Write down the vector B which is 2, 5 and minus O which is 0, 0, 0. It will give you what? It will give you 2 over 5 because from the origin the distance of B will remain same from the origin 0, 0. So the first one is 2, 5. AB. Now for the AB, it means B minus A. B is 2 over 5. A is 8 over 1. I'm subtracting sign. Now the distance of A to B will be negative of 6 over and for Y 4. This is for AB. Now in the part B, find the equation of line AB. Give your answer in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. First we have to calculate the slope. The slope value is x2 y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 is 1, y1 is 5, 8 minus 2. We calculated from this is our x2. This is x1, x2. X1, y1, x2, y2. Now solve furthermore. Our slope will become negative of 2 over 3. We calculated. Now We just calculated the slope. Now for the c, y is equals to mx plus c. Put the point 1 comma 8, or you can put any of the point. I am choosing 1 comma 8. 1 is equals to minus 2 over 3, 8 plus c. 1 is equals to 8 into 2 is 16 over 3 plus c. Solve it furthermore. 1 add both sides. 16 over 3 is equals to c. 3 plus 16 over 3 is equals to c. 19 over 3 is equals to c. And now the equation of y is equals to m x plus c. Now again, for in part C, find the equation of perpendicular bisectors of AB. Give your answer in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. We have to calculate the slope, perpendicular line slope. M1, m slope is equals to negative of 1. The slope we calculated, which was negative of 2 over 3. M1 and perpendicular is equals to negative of 1. Multiply and divide both sides with 3 over 2. So will become, and the negative sign will cancel out each other. This is our perpendicular line slope. To calculate the c, we have to know the midpoint. In order to calculate the midpoint, x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. Put the values from the question. 8 plus 2 over 2, comma 1 plus 5 over 2. 5 comma 3 will be our midpoints. Put in the line equation y is equals to mx plus c. Y will become 3, m will, we just calculated 3 over 2, x is our 5 plus c. 3 is equals to 5 into 3 is 15 over 2 plus c. 3 subtract both sides, 15 over 2 is equals to c. 2 into 3 is 6 minus 15 over 2 is equals to c. Now 9 over 2 of negative is equals to c. The equation of line will become mx plus c, which is negative of 9 over 2. The line AB meets the y-axis at P. The perpendicular bisectors of AB meets the y-axis at Q. Find the length of PQ. So it is saying we have to draw the diagram in the form of graph like that. This is our P. This is our Q, and it will making a 90-degree angle perpendicular by the perpendicular bisector AB. AB. Now C we already know. First C we calculated is negative of 3. Second C we calculated for the perpendicular bisector negative of 9 over 3. And this is for the perpendicular line, and this is for the parallel line. What we're gonna have to do for the PQ distance, we just have to add the both constant values. PQ length is equals to 19 over 3, which is negative. But we are adding, so ignore the negative sign. We just want to know that this value, if we add the constant of both parallel and perpendicular line, we will get the PQ. 9 over 2 simplified furthermore, it will become 65 over 6. This is our answer, 65 over 6. This is our answer. Move on to question 17. In question 17, 3 points are given. 0, 2, A, B is 3, 3, C is 4, 0. Determine if triangle ABC is scalene, isosceles, or equilateral. You must show all your working. Isosceles, in equilateral, the all sides are equal. Isosceles, two sides are equal, and scalene, no sides are equal. So, in order to calculate, first we have to draw the diagram with the given points. Hold on. The points for A 0, 2, for B 3, 3, and 4, 0, where the y-axis becomes 0, where the x-axis becomes 0. Now join the points. Now what you're gonna have to do, define the distance of AB. This is our A, this is our B, and this is our C. For the distance AB, use the distance formula x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Put the values 3 minus 0 square plus 3 minus 2 square. It will give you 10 under root, which is 3.16. For the BC distance, calculate the BC distance. Again, use the same formula, y minus 3 square plus 0 minus 3 square. It will give you under root 20, which is 4.47. 4.47. Now, for the AB is equals to BC. So it will again give you 10, which is 3.16. So two sides are equal. So now we have to find, is this really isosceles or equilateral? In order to find, we have to calculate this is our BC, we have to calculate the AC. In order to calculate the AC, 4 minus 0 square plus 0 minus 2 square, it will give you the value of 4.47, which is not equal to 3.16 or under root 10. That means that only two sides are equal, and this is a isosceles triangle in which two sides are equal. Now the part B, it is saying that find the equation of line, give your answer in the form of y is to mx plus c. Now again we have to calculate the slope. For the slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is equals to 0 minus 2 over 4 minus 0. You can say, you can see the point from the questions A and C. It will give you slope half, negative of half for the value of C. Put the any points which you like of A or C. I am putting the value of A, which is 0, 2. Y is equals to mx plus c. The y become the y become 2 is equals to 0 plus c. So the value of c is 2. Now put the value of the equation line digit y is equals to mx plus c. We calculated the m, we calculated the c. Here c is 2. Now y is equals to m, we calculated half x. C is negative, negative of 2. This is our line equation. For the part 2, find the equation of the perpendicular bisectors of AC. Give your answer in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. Again, m1, m perpendicular is equals to negative of 1. We calculated the m1 which is half. M perpendicular is equals to negative of 1. Multiply both sides with 2. Negative, negative cancel. This is our line slope which is perpendicular to AC. For the midpoints, we know formula x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. Put the values from the given question. 2, 1. Put the points in the equation y mx plus c. Y we calculated 1 is equals to slope is positive 2, x is 2 plus c. 1 plus 4 is equals 1 plus 1 is equals to 4 plus c. Um, add both, subtract both sides with 4. 1 minus 4 is equals to c. 3 negative is equals to c. With the values, m is 2, x plus c, which is negative of 3. This is our line equation. This is our part 2. Now in part 3, ABCD is a kite. The point D has coordinate W, 4W plus 1. This is our x and this is our y. This whole 4W plus y is our y. Find the coordinates of D. So how a kite is making? We have given the point of A which is 0, 2. And we have all the points are given. Simply form a kite. This is our A, C. This is a kite shape. This is our AC. This will become our B, D, which we have to write here, calculate. Now A is given 0, 2. Put the distance formula AD x2 minus x1 square plus y2. This is our x2. This is our y2. This is our x1. This is our y1, y2 minus y1 square. Solve it further. W square plus 4w minus 1. Taking square on AD and taking square on both sides to remove the under root. Solve it further. Y cube plus open the a minus b square formula, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. We will get 16w square minus 8w plus 1. Solve it further. 17w square minus 8w plus 1. Remember, this is our AD square. We take the square on the both sides. For CD, we do the same thing. You should remember the point of C, which is 4, 0. Put W minus 4 square, 4W plus 1 minus 4 square. Solve it further. W square minus 8W plus 16 plus 16W square plus 8W plus 1. The positive negative 8W will cancel out each other, and 16 plus 1, 17W plus 17, 16 plus 1. This is our CD, again square because we are taking square on both sides to remove the under root. Now what is happened? If we consider the AD square is equals to the CD square according to our condition, this AD is equals to this CD. So we can simply compare 17W square plus 17 is equals to 17W square minus 8W plus 1 from right here AD square. When we compare, these two will cancel out each other. We will left with negative of 18W is equals to 16 if we subtract both sides with 1, and then if we divide both sides with 8, we will left with and if you multiply negative on both sides, this is our W value. So the coordinates of D is we calculated. Put the, where is the D point? Here we calculated W is equals to negative 2 comma 4, negative 2 plus 1, negative 2 comma 4 into 2 is 8, negative 8 plus 1, negative 2 comma negative of 7. This is our points, negative 2 comma negative of 7. This is our point D.